Mahesh Pindra.
Mr. Chair, this government built a brand new prison in South Auckland, spending $350 million of public money when there was no need for a prison. We had 1,861 spare beds in our prison system as on 31st of October 2015. And that's including those that have been made available as emergency accommodation. Those $350 million, Mr. Chair, could have been used to fund or upgrade schools or hospitals. But now, this government's priority is towards building a brand new prison, which is not required. Not educating Kiwi kids or providing better healthcare services. This is not even close to common sense. The South Auckland prison was built with a view to later hand over to a corporate to run, so that the corporate, principally Serco, known to carry out shonky financial deals in the UK, improve their bottom lines. Prisons for profits. This in spite of the fact that the rehabilitative programs provided by that company are in no way comparable to the ones provided by the public prison service. The public don't get any value for money. The staff don't get the benefit. The prisoners don't get the benefit. And the only benefit that somebody gets is the company called Serco. Now, staff and prisoner safety. The Minister for Corrections admitted that private companies are not required to maintain the prisoner to staff ratio that is required in the public prisons. This had a detrimental effect on the safety of both staff and prisoners, as evidenced at Mount Eden Prison. Mr. Chair, there have been some serious assaults on staff in the Serco-run Mount Eden Corrections Facility, and the Minister is aware of those. Prison assaults on staff and on other prisoners is relatively high in that prison, and because the reason for that is that there are less number of staff to manage those violent incidents in that prison. That is when the prisoners are unlocked. There are less number of staff to manage those units, which results in prisoners getting violent and staff getting hurt. This had a demoralizing effect on staff, and there's a high staff turnover in that prison. New Zealanders don't feel safe working in privately run prisons. Now, the next thing this government does is close down units in public run prisons to fill the privately run prisons, because that's what the contract says. We see no wisdom in this. In fact, it is pure folly. This is the only way that it can justify the building of a new prison. Shut ones we already have and move the prisoners into the new ones at Piri. It might seem like sense to this government, but to New Zealanders, it makes no sense at all. This move is likely to render around 260 staff jobless. This from a government that prides itself on creating jobs. It makes no sense at all. Our thoughts are with those staff and their families who will be affected by this new prison, and to the communities who face an uncertain future. Thank you.